Weeds is a very polarizing issue. Some people love them, some people hate them. And the reality is they're here. Hi, I'm Diego. I'm the weedy one. I teach foraging skills. Come for the journey. I teach people about edible plants growing everywhere. Many people call them weeds, other people call them food and medicine. I grew up in a farm in northern Italy, and was the job of us as kids, me and sisters, to go out in the fields to collect the weeds whenever the season was right. None of them were cultivated, all of them were just gift of nature. This is the most magnificent weed, dandelion. This is the first plant I learned. When I was a young kid, 4 or 5 years old, Mom sent me and sister in the field to go and collect this one in springtime. Why? Because in springtime, you want plants to clean the winter food from your system. Starchy, fatty, preserved food of winter, wash it all out to get ready your stomach for the summer food. You can eat the flowers, you can eat the leaves, you can eat the roots. It's bitter, which some people might find it a bit challenging, so mix it up with other greens. In Italian, we do not have a term that relates to weeds in the same way, with the same level of hate that the word weeds has in English. We have the term erbacee, which is ugly grass. But it's not the same hate that comes with the word weeds. When you think of weeds, you think kill. When you think of herbacea, you think, oh, that's ugly. There is a lot of plants in the environment which are problematic, undeniable. That said, we need to just start to come away from the blinger or the black and whites, because it's not just black and white. I live in Sydney, and my garden is a typical Sydney backyard. A great tool that I give people when I teach them about foraging is the best place to forage is your own garden. What does it mean? It means you forage where you know. Okay, so this is what I call my salad bar. It's basically just a side garden bed, which I filled up with my compost that I grew up myself. And it grows all sorts of edible weeds. Fancy that. This is mallow, and is an amazing food, much loved by Middle Eastern people, much loved by Egyptians, North Africans, all the people on the Mediterranean basins. So you can eat the flowers, you can eat the leaves, you can eat the seed pods, which are known as the mallow cheeses. And this is excellent food, just like that. It tastes like soft nuttiness. The gooiness is what's exciting, the texture of it. And you can make marshmallows using the mallow roots. You add sugar, and then you can cook them on the fire. They are just delicious. And here, wild fennel. What you eat of this is the leaves, the young shoots like that, super yummy, sweet, aniseed flavor. Later on, will come with flour, and then you get the seeds. I make pies, I put it in pumpkin soups. This came to my yard, and I bless it because I love it. Another great tool that I offer people is positively identify everything. Make sure you know what you're eating before you eat it. Here, scurvy weed. This is quite common on the east coast of Australia. Make sure you recognize this one, because there's a similar one. It's got a white flower, which is not really edible. Scurvy weed has a blue flower, so this blue flower, edible, white flower, not. I love the leaves in smoothies, chop it up, and tastes a bit like baby spinach. So it's kind of sweet. Use it in your pasta, use it in your stir fries, use it as a green. Plenty of it all over my garden. I describe myself as a nature lover, not necessarily as a gardener. I love nature, and the garden comes with it. So here, I'm cutting the lawn to keep it tidy, clean off the edges, but I'm leaving the middle part over here to grow, like a meadow. These allow for biodiversity, for insect lives, for pollinators, and is full of edible species. This one is something of interest. This is onion weed. Lots of people hate it. Lots of gardeners cannot find a way to kill it. You can eat the flowers. The rest is not great, but the flowers are amazing, sweet and garlic. So you want to control the onion weed? Eat it up. Not far from me, there's a big park, which I love to go and collect some seasonal abundance. There's beautiful plants over there. Come with me. This is a classic overgrown piece of land in urban environments. This, for example, this is farmer's friend. I make salsa verde with it. It's great in teas. I use it as a herb. The flavor is a bit like oregano, sage. Great way to identify it is by look at this, the seeds. They're very sharp. That's how it's spread around. They get stuck to your dogs, they get stuck to your clothes, everywhere. Probably the best things you can do if you would like to forage in a park is join your bush regeneration crew, because this is people that will know the condition of the soil, wherever it's being sprayed or not, if there's dogs or whatever. You look after the bushland and you get yourself some food. Here is Madeira vine. It's very juicy. It holds the flavor of chili, of garlic. You just fry it quickly with oil. It's absolutely stunning. Lots of Korean people love it, Japanese people love it, Vietnamese people love it. This is outstanding vegetable. This is a plant which is very problematic because it climbs over other species. So it gets pulled out of various environments all the time, but we can also feed ourselves with it. Getting to know about edible weeds is a beautiful journey. There's so much to learn. There's always new things that you didn't see because you just didn't know the name. And by engaging with these resources, you start to look at all of your environment like a big cornucopia of incredible flavors. A free wheat pesto made with dandelion, flatweed, and scurvy weed. With that, we made a quiche.